Cool. Yeah. So hi guys. This is Chris from DoraHacks. Welcome to another Ontology Grand Hackathon project demo sessions. So I'm gonna be the host for today's project demo sessions. So I'm very happy to see you guys to join us today. Yeah. So this is actually a very first time that Ontology to host their own community grant on DoraHacks platform. We first time deploy the Ontology native quadratic funding token. Uh, not token actually. The Ontology native quadratic funding tools, which can engage Ontology token holders to vote and support the participating team to join, which join the hackathon. So this is very exciting for us as well. And we are really looking forward to see some brilliant projects can emerge from this grand hackathon. Yeah, so without further ado, we have 3 teams to join us today, and they are XDAO, Hotpot, and Expetra. So each of the team will have no more than 10 minutes to present their project. So remember that, please. Yeah, so we can welcome the first team to start today, which is the XDAO. So Anne, feel free to start.
Yes. Hello. First of all, thank you for Ontology and DoraHacks for having me in this event. It's perfectly beautiful. I will start immediately with sharing my screen. Here we are. So I will start from the prehistory of DAOs. The story about the XDAO actually. XDAO is a decentralized autonomous organization tooling. So you basically the idea of it to create your own DAO with XDAO. And why it is so important and why it is so necessary for the market right now. First of all, because the DAOs are something that evolve with the time, and we know that the DAOs that was previously announced in the ecosystem is not the same as we have right now. And XDAO is a very important part of this. And first of all, what I want to point out that we are multi-chain. So if you want to create your own DAO, you can do it in any chain you want. And first, for example, to make your DAO really literally cross-chain. So you have DAO on Binance, smart chain, on Ontology blockchain in the future, and so on and so forth. So what are DAOs for? Basically, for trust management, for venture investment and hedge funds, all of this means that this is kind of investment DAOs. And of course, you can do your DAO for your project, for charity or a GameFi or NFT build. And there are a lot of successful cases we have. And let's go and see more. So basically, XDAO want to integrate our Web3 tooling into the real world. And that is why we work with a ParkU. And this is actually a real estate sector of economy. It's actually a offices and co-working and co-living place where you can work and you can buy these apartments in tokens. And actually, the ParkU Ubud is a DAO, a big DAO based on the real estate. And there are a lot of other projects, some GameFi Guild, CGU, if you know them, some another GameFi Guild, MetaDAO, and etc. There are a lot of them. We also granted and awarded with many blockchains. We also won some hackathons from Binance, Polygon, etc. And we also very secure by two audit teams, and actually it's quite good, and we plan to do more audits in the future. Our team is fully dedoxed, so you can check everyone from our team, and it's not all of them because we have so many ambassadors and people who support us that we can't actually show everyone, but we really like them, love them, and so Let's go to the application basically. And this is your own profile where you can check only your information. For example, you can check how many DAOs you have, and even if you have your own voting, you need to, for example, to proposals you need to voting for, you can check them here. And to create your own DAO, you have nothing but desire. And actually, you can see that from this page, from this application, it's currently really easy to start your DAO. Basically, what you want to create your own DAO. First of all, you need to have a name of your DAO. For example, in our case, it's a best DAO. And the symbol of your DAO. The symbol is basically the governance token. And this governance token represents the voting power of your in your DAO for the particular person. For example, after that, you need to set up a partners and shares. And actually, this is my address, and this is the address, for example, of another person. You can see that all I need is just to send them a GT governance tokens, actually GT tokens, GT. And you can see that depending on the quorum, we can set up how many actually governance token needed to actually make this proposal live. And for example, if I mint more GTs for myself, I have more voting power than this person, and I need to set up a quorum for these two persons, set up a quorum to 100 for this person, both person to vote for it. And this manner we created DAO, and actually I have already created my own company and not only one. So this is a dashboard for your DAO. And you can also go to ecosystem and check. Actually, in a Polygon network, you can see there are so many DAOs all over. Yes, there is like 12 pages of different kind of DAO. You can go and check all of them. And for example, if we go to Binance chain, there are 546 DAOs, and it is quite impressive, I guess. And if you go to your DAO, for example, you can check how many tokens a DAO has, and actually all the information about votings, all the information about transaction history, how many there are token holders, and all the analytics. And one more thing is our modular system. Actually, when you create a DAO, it's very easy. But if you go, if you go further and you want to have some kind of modules or special functions, you can go to dividend, you can pay salaries. And for example, how the payroll works. We can see the payrolls that already exist here. We can check the payrolls, and actually this is the people who get paid from this DAO in a regular basis. The amount is pre-calculated automatically by the smart contract, and it's very easy and cool to use being as a company. One more thing, it's a wallet connect function. I have 1 minute, yeah? Give me some more time. I just show how it works with the wallet connect. For example, I will go to Polygon because I already know and already do everything that it can be shown very fast. So the idea of the connecting it, we can go to any for example, we can go to quick swap. And all we need is to copy the clipboard of Wallet Connect and paste it here. And you can see that this is a Polygon, this is a quick swap interface, and I want to connect this, basically, this is my DAO. And from this time, I need to share another screen, right? So So basically, I'm in a quick swap interface. Is it? Yeah. And this is basically, it's not my own account, but it's a Wallet Connect account that I just connected. So it's basically a DAO account. And you can trade, you can do any transaction here. You can do kind of transfers. And for example, this way, we need to confirm this transaction. And this is basically made it possible with, go back to my DAO. Unfortunately, I have only, yeah. So we can see that there is a function swap exact token for ETH, and basically you can create a voting. After the voting passed, you can actually execute this transaction and transfer one kind of a token to another token. So it's how actually DAO can trade, how DAO can interact with any DeFi protocol. You can see that is a quick swap here. We just need to stop information like Matic to USDT, USDT, and create a voting. It is as simply as it is. So the voting created, and I can go back and I can check that this transaction is really to be activated. I just need to activate this and actually make a transaction. So I just decline this. And here we are. You can create your own DAO. You can do anything with your DAO. You can bring more people. You can make a treasury management in your company. You can work and make kind of a crowdfunding here. And this is not all the features I've just presented, but there is more way with our Launchpad and any additional features. So don't hesitate to visit our webpage to learn more about XDAO. I see that I'm out of time, so thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much for the presentation. I definitely think that the DAO and DAO tooling will be a very huge in not only the Web3, but probably it can replace the current organization structure in the future. So yeah, very looking forward to see how XDAO to perform in the future.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and we can move to the next project today, which is the Hotpot team. Yeah, Didi, feel free to start.
Okay. Just a second. Let me share my screen. Okay, I hope everything going smoothly. Could you see my screen? Hi, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, okay. Today I will represent Hotpot and to show the DoraHacks and the audience. So what is Hotpot? I guess we are a little bit similar to XDAO. We are also a DAO launchpad and it's codeless. But I guess the difference between us and the XDAO is like we designed a slightly different mechanism for token economics. I will explain later. So our motivation is basically aggregate ingredients into one dream. That's also why we give our project name after Hotpot. You throw a lot of ingredients and make a kind of dream. And also we would like to lower the barrier for an average person. Like not everyone would understand the smart contract. And also the reason we try to use the bounding curve is like we want to low down the fluctuation from financial shocks. Of course, we also want to have our project or any kind of DAO, a multi-token support. The reason after is because like we think like not like, for example, if you have a DAO, you cannot force the person to choose a particular tokens just for a thing. You can basically join a DAO with your own token. And it's also like we have some toolkit. I will show slightly later after these slides. Like you can have one click just for launch, and it will also have a treasury, and you can also have some social function which can help you to manage your DAO. It's codeless. You basically give a name, give a kind of like short name for your tokens, and you can see here it's like you can see the price and the token supply will be a function that I will explain more later. It's kind of our most distinguished features from other kind of like DAO Launchpad. So I will explain a little bit more about what is bounding curve. So basically here is a price, here is a supply, and every single purchase or sale of tokens will be charged by different price. The reason we do it is we want to give a little bit insensitive to the beginner. For example, if you buy here and you sell here, you will basically get some kind of reward. And also you can see every single price is pre-settled by the function itself and bounded by the smart contract. So no inference will actually coming from, let's say, a shark. And I will explain a little bit more because it's kind of new type of, not new type, but rarely used type of AMA, the bounding curve, sorry, AMM. So you can see, if you come here, you can see the price, and if you want to buy some tokens, then the price will kind of flow from here to here. And the price you paid is actually the interpretation of this shadow area. And if you want to sell it, you will get token back, like Ethereum or Ont or Polkadot, stuff like that. And I'll go back a little bit, and you can see this kind of area is designed explicitly, and this kind of money will flow to the treasury funds, and for kind of cost, for kind of daily costs, which will be paid to developers or external market. And of course, if this DAO is becoming more and more profitable, then this treasury will also can be flowed back to the token holders. And I think I already explained a lot of those, but since it's very distinguished features for our project, I want to show this picture a little bit more. And it's transparent, defined, and immutable, and no need for initial liquidity. This reason is also very important because if you kind of using a different type like ICO model or liquidity pool models, then this kind of, it's very unstable for early DAO. It can be manipulated very easily and insensitive for early participants. And also it can reach the equilibrium of consensus automatically. So imagine if like the real market equilibrium, like for example, you have like 10,000 of participants and kind of the market, and the kind of the market cap is here. And if the market go much further than this like equilibrium point, then it will kind of go back automatically, because like people say, oh, hey, let's sell it out. And it's also very difficult for people to pump it up out of its equilibrium, because you have to pay exactly the real like ontology tokens or like any kind of Ethereum Polkadot stuff. And it costs a lot, and it's real money, not like in the order book system. You just need like, let's say 1 or 10% of tokens to manipulate it. And why Ont? It's kind of, most importantly, I think it's EVM compatibility. It's low down a lot of developer work, and it's also kind of DID, which is kind of important for the DAO system, and it's also layer 2. It's important for massive adoption. And I guess I still have 2 or 3 minutes, and I will go to show a little bit about our website, and just for the quick part. So, okay, let's see. I think we are kind of similar to XDAO. Sorry if I bothering the audience. So basically, you just give it a name. It's one of the most important things. I mean, if you are too lazy, you can just randomize it. You know, people nowadays, even for myself, it's getting lazier and lazier. And set a kind of a budget you want to get. And here's our extinguished features. You can see the price and the supply of the tokens is already being pre-calculated, pre-designed. So if anyone wants to join your DAO, they have to kind of pay some tokens, no matter what it is. I mean, of course, if they want to go, they don't. If they want to leave your DAO, they can just sell it back to the contract immediately. That will keep like instant and defined liquidity for every participants. We don't like to say, oh, hey, you buy some tokens and you don't have any way where to, drop it. And so we can just try to launch it. I hope the network is stable. Take some time always. Okay, so of course we need to pay some gas. It's kind of something like Newtonian's law. Even sometimes I don't like to pay, but it is what it is. Okay, and just wait for some seconds. Okay. So we got a DAO, and you can see here is kind of the we are here, and if we want to contribute something, of course we can contribute something. So you type the tokens you want, and it will calculate the price for you. So let's type a little bit larger. So let's say go confirm. Hope takes a little bit time. Yes. So we donate some Ont to this DAO and also smart contracts. And if you want to kind of go back, you can just go to the withdraw function, and you can just go withdraw and go to your Ont back. So that's kind of a mechanism we design for the very precise and high liquidity for an early DAO instead of like order book or ICO or liquidity pool models. That's why we choose it. And for the reasons, we are also developing a lot of governance parts, like both on-chain and off-chain. And I guess I don't have enough time to show these things. And also our achievement is like we have got BNB and Akala. And also here's our contact form. Like you can visit our website or send us an email or Twitter us or join the Discord. It's kind of routines, but it's routine. And thanks for Ontology's time. And I will give back the mic to the host.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you very much, TD, for the detailed presentation. It's actually not the first time that I see Hotpot project. But yeah, very impressive by how Hotpot team integrate the bounding curve mechanism into your project. It definitely seems really interesting. Yeah. Thank you very much for the presentation.
Also, thank you for the host.
Yeah, and we can move to the last but not the least project today, which is the Expetra. Yeah, if I don't make it wrong. But yeah,
Thank you.
feel free to start.
Thank you. Okay, does everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you, DoraHacks and Ontology for organizing this event. I will go through my presentation first and later show the demo of the mobile application. So let me start. What is Expetra? Expetra is a Web3 budgeting application with GameFi elements. With Expetra, you can track your finances, your income, expenses, and also play and earn at the same time. So it looks like this. You have in one dashboard your income sources. In the second, you have your accounts like cash accounts or credit cards, debit cards, or other stuff. And here you will have expenses. And also in the future, you will also have your investments and crypto also in, you can switch between them. So, and also there will be the history page with analytics and GameFi component as well. So let me today talk about why this specific application can be the go-to application for budget keeping for you, and why it can be also interesting as a potential investment. So first of all, we have identified that the problem is that there are a lot of people who are searching for perfect budget or portfolio tracking application. And however, existing solutions, they are not perfect, obviously, they are not universal. There are some specific application for tracking fiat. There are specific application for tracking like different investments, and there are separate application for tracking cryptocurrency portfolio. And obviously, none of these applications are motivating you to keep records to track your finances. And Expetra, on the other hand, can help you to track all your finances, including fiat, investments, crypto, and also motivate you to do this with help of the GameFi component. So, because we believe that GameFi component truly increases retention, and obviously there are already successful cases like, for example, Stepan. Like I believe that normal fitness applications, they have like low retention, maybe 5% or 10% of users, and with Stepan, I believe who bought the NFTs, they're like maybe 95 or 99% of people are logging in every day, and they are motivated to do the fitness. Similarly, there is like other applications like Let Me Speak, which helps to learn English. And obviously, they have made the statistics. Without NFT, there are like 20% retention. With NFTs, there are like 89 or something like that. And we believe that this model can also be applied for budgeting applications, so that people will be motivated to keep track on their daily expenses and be awarded for this. So our simple solution is, our mission is to help people to better manage their portfolios, their finances, and also at the same time earn some tokens for that. Yes. The potential, the market is obviously 1 trillion is total crypto market cap. 6 billion is a GameFi market cap, and 25 millions is potential projects market cap in case if we can enter top 500. And I believe it is possible because Expetra may take this niche of budget keeping application on Web3, which is currently open. I mean, which is currently not occupied by anyone. And we believe we can make a good entry with our application. The business model looks like that. We have traditional premium subscriptions like in normal application for like Web 2 users. because we believe that our application can be also interesting for Web2 users. And it is interesting because there are already like budget keeping, budget tracking application in Web2 that have similar subscription model, and they are relatively successful. And obviously there are more different income sources like NFT Pass, which gives lifetime premium subscription. Also some additional perks like whitelist for future drops and maybe some airdrops or other additional benefits. Also commission for token swaps of native token EXP from Expetra, and also income from selling NFT pets Petra with a royalty and other stuff. And obviously, as we are a Web3 company, like at least 50% of the revenue will go back to the ecosystem in one form or another to sustain the business. We believe that our competitors are the companies who have the users who currently have our potential users. Okay, so these are GameFi products. These are portfolio trackers. These are traditional like fiat budget tracker applications, and we believe that our users can come from one of from these companies, because we are at the same time the GameFi and at the same time portfolio tracker. And since we are incentivizing keeping portfolio, managing portfolio, managing finances with GameFi, we believe that we have more incentives for the users than these applications like Blockfolio, Apeport, Zapper, or CoinKeeper. But at the same time, we have not move to earn, not play to earn model, but something like track to earn or budget to earn model. And yeah, such kind of applications like portfolio trackers, they are already like attracting some capital. For example, Blockfolio was sold for 150 million to FTX. Apeport raised like 80 million from different ventures. And Walkin is a basically new play-to-earn game which implemented GameFi for step tracking application. We are, on the other hand, implementing GameFi for budget tracking application. And we believe since this niche is like new and not occupied by anyone, we have the potential for this market as well. So we have divided competitive landscape to the mass adoption and earnings. Sorry for typo here. So we believe that our application can be used by masses because you don't even need a crypto wallet to enter our application. You can still use the fiat tracking, budget tracking. And if you want to earn something, you may want to like set up some MetaMask wallet, for example, connected to the application, buy some NFT, and it can generate you some income. And obviously, like no earnings also probably means no incentives, right, to use. And mass adoption means it is more for like general public. So we believe that we are slightly better than our direct competitors in that domain. However, these competitors, they are like in different niche. They are in like play to earn or move to earn niche, and we are in slightly different niche. So therefore, I think this place is justified. The roadmap, we have already designed the, we have already launched the website, we have launched our social media, we have MVP, we have, we will soon start a closed beta test. We have already closed beta test internally, and we will make it like for general audience very soon. Then we will we want to start fundraising, preparing our tokenomics, and after that we will launch NFTs and GameFi in the app and start the beta test. And in the next year, we hope that we will be ready to fully deploy the product with already some amount of users, with like IDO and other stuff. So yeah, this is how it looks like. You can see everything in one screen. You can add income and expenses like by drag and drop mechanism. You can see your history, and the GameFi is still under the development. So let me show you the quick demo here, which I have recorded recently. So here how our application looks like. Income, our wallets, like with integration of crypto, there will be also like crypto wallets. Expenses, and with the integration of Web3, there will be like, instead of expenses, there will be like crypto assets. I mean, in separate tab. So you can like this drag and drop from your income to, for example, to your account. For example, something like $690, for example. And for example, from the same account, for example, you want to buy some gifts for $50. And for example, from another account, you want to buy maybe something for $25. And you will see everything in the analytics page here, 690, 50, 25, and in detailed analytics also you will see more details. And in the last tab there will be GameFi, which is what we are working on right now. Yes. So basically this might be it for the presentation. Here is our website. You can check, and maybe if you want to, you can join the beta. There is a white paper here with roadmap and other stuff. Yeah, I believe I have finished. Yes, thank you again for the opportunity.
Cool. Yeah, thank you very much, Expetra team, for the presentation. I believe a team like you guys are very useful for especially the new users and also new incomers for the Web3, which I believe is quite important because you know we definitely need more fresh blood to get into the space, so that Web3 can get more common awareness in front of the mainstream. Mainstream. Yeah, so I think you guys can definitely be really successful if you operate your project in long term and in the right directions. So yeah, congratulations on finishing the the beginning, and really looking forward to see if you guys can achieve more in the future. Yeah, thank you very much, and also appreciate XDAO team and also the Hotpot team for joining us today. We can end it up here, but thank you guys very much for the time and efforts that contributed during the hackathon. I believe you guys can all did a very great job. So yeah, congratulations. And also for the audience, if you haven't subscribe the DoraHacks YouTube or Binance Lab channels, please make sure you do that so you won't miss out any of the events like today's. And we are really looking forward to see you guys in the next time. Yeah. Have a good one. And bye bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.